Imagine a ship pointing its nose south. Suddenly, the horizon disappears. It's replaced by a moving wall of water, not a wave, but a vertical skyscraper of dark salt. The wind doesn't blow, it screams with a physical weight that can throw a grown man from his bunk. This isn't a storm. This is a Tuesday. This is the Drake Passage, the 500-mile gauntlet between Cape Horn and Antarctica. It is the most violent stretch of water on the planet. But the mystery isn't just the danger, it's the why. This isn't just bad weather. This is a planetary machine built to win. To understand the Drake, you have to look at the Earth's hardware. The Southern Ocean is the only place on the planet where water can travel in a complete, unbroken circle. No continents, no barriers, no safety nets. The wind here has a 12,000-mile runway to build energy. Sailors call them the Roaring Forties and the Furious Fifties. By the time this energy reaches the Drake, it's a monster. But then the geography does something cruel. It narrows. The Atlantic and Pacific are forced through a 500-mile choke point. In IT, we call this a bottleneck. In physics, it's a death trap. The Drake is a system failure created by three villains. Villain 1, the wind. Because there is no land to break it, the wind loads the ocean like a spring. It creates long-period swell, energy born on the other side of the world that arrives with the force of a freight train. Villain 2, the current. The Antarctic circumpolar current moves 135 million cubic meters of water per second. That's 600 times the flow of the Amazon. Villain 3, the funnel. When that planet-sized river hits the Drake, it's squeezed. The water has nowhere to go but up. They call it the Drake Shake. For 48 hours, your inner ear becomes your enemy. Gravity becomes a negotiation. You learn the handhold language. You never move without 3 points of contact. Plates don't sit on tables, they migrate. Sleep isn't rest, it's a battle to stay inside your mattress. But then there's the Drake Lake. Occasionally, the pressure systems align, and the ocean becomes a mirror. This unpredictability is the real weapon. Humans can handle danger, but we struggle with uncertainty. Two ships cross days apart. One gets a nap, the other gets a structural nightmare. But here is the wow factor most people miss. The Drake Passage isn't just a crossing. It is the engine room of the Earth. This violent corridor drives global circulation. It mixes warm and cold water, moving heat across the entire planet. It is the source code for our climate. If the Drake slows down, the world's weather system crashes. Recent data suggests the winds in the Southern Ocean are strengthening. Slightly rougher in the Drake isn't an inconvenience. It's a new tier of planetary force. Is it the most dangerous water on Earth? If you mean raw physics, yes. The deck is stacked. Geography and mechanics have combined to create a wind tunnel with no shelter. We often think of nature as angry, but the Drake proves nature is just math. It is a corridor where the instructions are clear. Respect the machine or be broken by it. We are rediscovering that the past isn't just history. It's a set of planetary systems we are only now starting to decode. If one quiet gap of water can run the world's climate and turn ships into toys, what other hidden engines are running our lives? If you want part 2, we're diving into the ship graveyards where the ocean kills not with violence, but with silence. Comment Drake if you felt that swell. And tell me, Where do we go next? The Bermuda Triangle, the Strait of Malacca, or the lethal cold of Cape Horn? Subscribe to Decode the World. I'll see you in the next one.